My dear, I need to show you the mess behind my smile. Please don't run. I laugh too loud because silence reminds me of who left. Sometimes I disappear, not to hide, but to cry where no one hears. I still sleep with my childhood pain tucked under the pillow. My loyalty was born in betrayal. I only know love that aches. I flinch at kindness. It's never come without a price. I fell for you because you didn't ask me to be strong. I was taught to swallow pain like dinner. No one noticed I choked. The one I loved most taught me how to lie about being okay. I only feel safe when I'm alone. It's the only place no one breaks me. I don't fear darkness. I fear being seen in it. I've hidden my heart behind humor. Please, read between the jokes. I give too much because I was raised thinking love is earned. My silence isn't distance. It's me, begging you not to leave. I talk to angels because humans never stayed. I'm terrified of being truly known. What if you see my scars and run? I apologize too often. It's trauma, not manners. I cry when people hug me. I'm not used to soft. I write love letters I never send because love never stayed long enough. I see red flags, but they look like home. I've built walls so high, I forgot how to open doors. I fear peace. It feels like the silence before another storm. I'm not cold. I'm frozen from years of pretending. I'm scared you'll love me until you see the real mess. I'm not dramatic. I'm drowning loudly. I rehearse conversations I'll never have. I ache in places even I can't locate. I learned to read people so I could survive love. I smile while grieving. No one ever noticed. I'm the villain in someone's story, and I still cry over them. I remember things no one knows they said to me. I wish someone had stayed long enough to understand my chaos. I get scared when things go well. It never lasts. I still carry the apology I never got. I'm quiet because my thoughts scream too loud. I love like a storm, desperate, wild, misunderstood. My favorite lies are the ones where I say, I'm fine. I've kept secrets that aren't even mine, just to protect them. I don't ask for help. I fear being a burden. I romanticize pain because it stayed when no one else did. I chase unavailable people. They remind me of home. I felt safer with ghosts than the living. I love people who destroy me slowly. I fear happiness. It always ends in silence. My trust isn't broken, it's extinct. I wear heartbreak like perfume, faint but always there. I collect memories like bruises, beautiful but painful to touch. I'm not shy, I'm scared you'll leave after I speak. My trauma doesn't fit in small talk. I've begged the stars for someone who'd listen without fixing me. I crave connection, but panic when it gets close. I love deep because shallow always drowned me. I still look for their name in every miracle. I'm healing in silence because explaining hurts more than hiding. I loved people who never asked how I was surviving. I crave vulnerability, yet guard mine like war secrets. I've memorized the art of pretending to be okay. I stopped sharing because people turned my pain into gossip. I'm scared I'm too much and not enough at the same time. I fell in love with someone who only saw my strength, not my suffering. I gave pieces of myself to people who never noticed I was fading. I feel safest with people who understand silence. I told someone everything once, and they never came back. I smile like it's armor, but it's barely holding me together. I want someone who sees the war inside me and stays anyway. I used to be loud until shame taught me quiet. I buried parts of me so deep, I forgot where they rest. I crave a love that won't flinch when I unravel. I fear you'll think less of me once you know what haunts me. I need you to understand my love isn't soft, but it's loyal. I stopped hoping, not because I'm cold, but because hope betrayed me too. I envy people who can cry without apology. I crave eye contact that doesn't feel like judgment. I carry old wounds like they're birthmarks. I miss being believed before I had to explain. I've cried in bathrooms more than I've ever danced at parties. I love fiercely because I know how loss feels. I tell stories in metaphors because the truth is too raw. I have 1,000 unread messages and one heart screaming for connection. If this touched your soul, don't scroll, like, comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more. I whisper my truth to stars, hoping they tell no one. I remember the first time silence felt like a punishment. I crave conversations where I don't have to hide my tears. I've mastered the art of laughing with a broken heart. I trust no one, not even myself. With my softness, I fell in love with someone who couldn't name my pain. I don't want advice. I just want someone who stays. I've been strong for so long, I forgot how to ask for comfort. I feel invisible, even when I'm loved. I carry wounds you cannot see. Please don't mistake silence for peace. I want to be heard, not fixed, in this brokenness I carry. I hide my tears so well, even I forget they fall. I love deeply because heartbreak taught me what truth means. I'm fragile, but not weak. Don't confuse the two. I wish someone stayed long enough to know my chaos wasn't a curse. I don't ask for much, just a soul willing to stay through storms. I'm haunted by memories I never shared. I long for a love that doesn't demand silence from my pain. I ache for someone who holds my broken pieces without judgment. I'm tired of pretending my scars don't define me. I want to share my story without fearing your departure. I'm learning to love my shadows as much as my light. I'm not afraid to break. I'm afraid no one will catch me. I speak softly because my heart carries loud echoes of sorrow. I want to be held when I'm falling apart, not told to be strong. I love fiercely because I know how it feels to be lost. I crave honesty, even if it hurts more than lies. I'm scarred by love, but still hopeful for its healing. I carry the weight of unsaid words and uncried tears. I want someone who stays, even when the silence screams. I'm afraid you'll leave once you see the real me. I'm broken, but my soul still sings a fierce song of survival. I keep my pain hidden, hoping one day it will heal. I fear being abandoned more than being hurt. I want to be seen for all my messiness and still loved. I long for connection that doesn't come with conditions. I hold my breath when love feels too fragile to touch. I'm tired of wearing masks to protect a heart that bleeds. I want someone who understands my silence as a cry for help. I'm not perfect. I'm perfectly broken and still learning to love. I ache for someone who hears my soul's unspoken language. I'm scared to be vulnerable because I've been hurt before. I want to share my fears without being judged. I'm healing slowly, one broken piece at a time. I want a love that doesn't run when the storm comes. I'm afraid to open up, but lonelier when I don't. I want to be loved for my darkness as much as my light. I'm learning that silence can be a sanctuary, not a prison. I carry the pain of those who never loved me enough. I want someone who fights for me when I can't fight for myself. I'm tired of hiding the tears that fall in secret. I want to believe in love again, even if it scares me. I'm broken, but not beyond repair. I'm afraid to trust because love once betrayed me. I want to be held, not fixed. I crave a heart that understands my wounds without words. I'm learning to forgive myself before anyone else can. I want someone who stays when it's easier to leave. I'm scared my past will define my future. I want to share my story without fear of rejection. I'm learning that vulnerability is my greatest strength. I want to be loved for all the parts I hide. I'm tired of pretending my heart isn't breaking. I want to be seen, heard, and understood without explanation. I'm afraid to love again, but I hope anyway. I want someone who accepts my scar as part of my beauty. I'm learning to love myself through the pain. I want to be loved fiercely and gently at the same time. I'm scared to let go, but I'm more scared to hold on. I want to be held in my darkest moments without shame. I'm learning that healing is not linear, but it's worth it. I want someone who believes in me when I don't. I'm afraid my heart is too broken to love again. I want to share my pain without feeling like a burden. I'm learning to trust again, one step at a time. I want someone who stays through the chaos and calm. I'm scared to open up, but lonelier when I don't. I want to be loved for my true self, not my mask. I'm learning that my pain is valid, and so is my healing. I want someone who holds my hand through the storm. I'm afraid to love because I've been hurt before. I want to be seen for all my flaws and strengths. I'm learning to embrace my scars as symbols of survival. I want someone who listens without trying to fix me. I'm scared to trust because love once broke me. I want to share my story without fear of judgment. I'm learning that vulnerability is the key to true connection. I want to be loved for who I am, not who I pretend to be. I'm afraid my heart will never fully heal. I want someone who stays even when it's hard. I'm learning to love myself through the pain and joy. I want to be held in my darkest moments without shame. I'm scared to open up, but lonelier when I don't. I want to share my truth without fear of rejection. I'm learning that healing is a journey, not a destination. I want someone who believes in me when I don't. I'm afraid my past will always haunt my future. I want to be loved fiercely and gently at the same time. I'm learning to trust again, one step at a time. I want someone who stays through the chaos and calm.